evening. A stark warning tonight, a revolution. Good evening. A revolution is needed in the way health and social care is delivered in Wales. That's according to a major review. The panel of leading experts warns that unless changes happen quickly, services which are already not fit for the future will decline even further. Our health correspondent, Owain Clark, has the details.
One long stretch of the western part of the motorway, very
big vision, but who's going to pay for it?
Well, the panel says you might need some initial cash to help start transforming things, but
of defects in up to 1 million appliances has been inadequate and woeful, according to a committee of MPs. A fault in a Whirlpool tumble dryer was blamed for a fire in Llanrwst in the Conwy Valley, which killed 2 men in 2014. The Commons Business Committee wants urgent action to prevent further fires. Matthew Richards reports.
The fire which tore through this first floor,
involving the designing of 2 junctions on the A55 after a warning about the company's financial health last year. Finance Secretary Mark Drakeford told Assembly members Greenland has moved a step closer today. An exhibition has opened as the Welsh Government asks people what they think of 4 options for the crossing, which could cost as much as £200 million. The project hasn't yet had full approval, but if it does get the go-ahead, work could start as early as 2020. Roger Pinney reports.
On the Menai Strait.
New figures show almost 10,000 homes in Wales have been insured under a scheme designed to cut bills for people living in flood-prone areas. Flood Re was set up in 2016 as a joint initiative between the UK government and insurers. But its chief executive says more needs to be done to help spread the message to some communities here. Our environment correspondent, Stefan Messenger, has the details.
A village underwater.
Well, one charity is working towards bringing doctors from India to fill vacancies in areas such as emergency medicine. In return, the doctors are promised world-recognised training, skills they can use on their return to India. From New Delhi, here's Matthew Hill. Well, let's get the day's sports news now. Thomas is here.
Jen, thank you very much. Next month, the highlights of the rugby calendar begins, and ahead of the Six Nations. That's it from me. Jen.
Thomas, thank you. Now, quite a remarkable story. 2 teenage boys growing up in the same town, going to different schools, but both interested in the army. They meet at army cadets and become firm friends, but then they discover they are, in fact, cousins. The 2 halves of their family were split apart by World War I, both remaining in Newport, but each unaware of the other's existence. Until now, Caroline Evans went to meet them.
Something tells me.
I think so, Jen. Yes, it's pretty windy out there tonight. Gales on the north and west coast, and there's worse to come tomorrow night. This deep area of low pressure will bring...
Well, some breaking news to bring you before we go tonight. Plaid Cymru Assembly member Neil McAvoy has been permanently expelled from the Plaid Cymru Assembly group following what the party describe as an irrevocable breakdown of trust. The Assembly Standards Commissioner is currently looking at allegations surrounding Neil McAvoy's behaviour. And that is Wales Today. I'll have a quick update for you at 8 o'clock and a full roundup after the 10 o'clock news. But from all of us on the programme, have a good evening. Hwyl fawr. Bye-bye.